Greetings, welcome to the stream. Today it's gonna be quite a different one. I decided to stream actually the part of the game I enjoy the most right now. That's making money. So just want to show how it works and how I do it and just talk about making money in World of Warcraft. So as you may or may not know, my highest character is like level 41. Don't have any high level main. And I'm making money on several alts that craft stuff and by just playing the auction house. So my main has engineering. It's level 30 now. I mean 300 max level profession. And I also craft low level stuff that are working on tailoring on this dude and alchemy on this one. I also like buy and sell stuff like enchanting materials and just basically that's mostly it. So this character I used to shop for ingredients. All this I'm doing, it mostly like takes no time because I can do it while I'm working, while I'm doing something else. Like in the morning, I just go here, like scan for something and I can go do something else. When it's ready, I can come back and do the purchases and then again do something else. Right now we'll do it more interactively. So I'm gonna look for ingredients I use, like what sells the most for me. For example, the solid stone. Let's buy some. Solid stone is always in demand because goblin supper charges, they sell a lot. Like, let me show you. Goblin supper, gain 3k gold. Like, they sell a lot daily. So I always need solid stone in bulk. So let's get all the cheap one which is available. Okay, got all the solid stone. Everything else we kinda heavy stone we do need. Let's get some heavy stone. So I just, when I have some time to spare, I just alt tab into the game and I like check the auction house and buy whatever is cheap on it, so that I usually like spend way less on the ingredients than if I would buy them on demand, like when I actually need them. Because all the time something will be cheaper on the auction house. Like for example, right now 2 silver bar is 23 silver, but I usually buy it for like 15 silver on average, and ore for 10. Now that my character can smelt 2 silver, I can buy ore instead of the bars. Like I have 66 already. That's quite enough, but I'm tempted to buy more, like just because the price is so good. Yeah, let's get some cheap true silver. Same with gold, like it's really cheap now. Let's buy 1 stack. Oh, bought too much, damn it. Okay, thorium. Oh, cheap thorium. Thorium like spiked a lot recently. Now it's cheap again, good. Again, I buy it in advance, so that like it was 20 silver per 1 unit for like several days. I didn't have to pay it. I paid like it's 20 silver now for the iron, but I paid 10 silver for it because I buy it in advance. And like that I can shop for everything on this alt. Let's see, mithril. Yeah, mithril is like hugely expensive now. Again, I usually pay 11 silver, 27. So no buy here. Bronze. Bronze is reasonably cheap. But I'd rather buy tin and copper and smelt it. Yeah. Let's see. What's the stock here? Okay, let's buy some cheap copper. Let's see how much we bought. We bought 47 copper. So now we need 47 tin. Let's see. That's 37. We need... Okay, that's too expensive now. Let's buy bars. We need 3 more. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Got some cheap tin and copper. Gems now. Right, what kind of gems? As you can see, Trade Skill Master is extremely useful. Like I have all this set up here. One moment. Let's try something to make the sound better. Let's see. Is the sound better now? Whatever. I have Trade Skill Master set up, so it shows the stock I have. Like, oh, citrine is cheap. Good. Take it. Take it, take it, take it. It shows the stock I have of every item, and I know what I should buy, what I should not. Like I have 20 each now, so I wouldn't buy more, I guess. Arcanite, maybe there's cheap. Nah, expensive. Forget it. Maybe there is some cheap elemental earth. Cheap rune cloth. Cheap rune cloth is good. Let's get it. Nice. Elemental earth. Well, you can, on these things, you can bid. Like, maybe you win it. Like, here it is for 3 gold. Let's bid. Maybe it gets expired and I win the bid. That's fine with me. Same with rune cloth. No good rune cloth. Maybe good elemental fire. Yes. No. It's expensive now. Forget it. Okay, so that's engineering done. Now alchemy. Alchemy I have set up in 3 groups, like the most important stuff to the least important stuff. So if I have like a little bit of time, I just check the most important ingredients first. The ones I use the most, the ones I need the most. Like sharp claws. Let's stockpile sharp claws. Well, they're cheap. Then strangle kelp, yeah, I could take some for this price. This also clears the market, like it doesn't let the prices fall too low, so that's good for me because my competitors won't get cheap stuff if I do this. Okay, let's buy some, but not much more. Like, it's not really good if the prices collapse, because that means that the prices of the stuff I craft will also collapse. That's no good. Like on my server, people don't waste time. They start selling at low prices immediately and crash the prices for the produce, which is like bad. Why would you do that? So it's good if the prices never fall and never give them a hint to do that. Can get some cheap flame sacks. I mean venom sacks. Flame sacks, too expensive now. Everything else I have enough, like sure it's cheap king's blood, but yeah, okay, let's get it a little bit. A little bit is fine, it's like only 27. Cheap Khadgar's whisker, again, 1 stack is fine. Cheap deviate fish. Like I have so many deviate fish already. No. It's tempting, but no. Bruise weed again, have enough. Silver leaf, have enough. Fruit. Yeah, enough of this. Let's go tailoring and leatherworking next. Like this is the prime example. I stockpile a lot here because the price is very much. Like medium leather, my stock is almost gone. I have only 140 remaining, like 110, and I buy it for 90 silver, but now it's like 90 copper. Now it's like 4 silver per one. Same here, I buy it for 60 copper, now it's like 3 silver. So if my stock fails me, I'll have to pay like 5 times more than I usually do. But should have stockpiled more. Actually, I had a chance, but I thought I have enough. Turns out no, I don't. That's why I have like 400 heavy leather. Because I never know when it's gonna be expensive again. Well, I guess that's enough for now. Let me see, Heart of the Wild, I have enough. Wild wine. I need some wild wine and it doesn't get cheaper. So let's get while it's reasonable price. Like at this point, I almost expect to pay like half the price for the item. Because I usually do it. I usually get it that cheap. But it's not like every time you get it that cheap. Not gonna happen all the time. Sometimes you have to pay the normal price. But usually this stockpile method allows me to buy cheap. Okay, this all is good. Yeah, so I bought everything. And then, once again, I just go to the mailbox and the add-on does everything for me. So this I've set up by hand to make it convenient, so I can just go through groups and do it. Then I go to the mailbox, loot everything, and I can do this like alt-tapped, doing work or watching some video, playing something else. Like you have to wait a minute to see next 50 emails. What's this? Is it changed? Should not be. Yeah. So basically, that's what I do. I'll tap, and this all doesn't take my time at all. Like only shopping actually does. Even then, when you like concentrate and think about it, it doesn't take that much time because you know what you're gonna do. You know, like I stockpile this to this amount, this to this amount. You see blue and green numbers. That means the item is cheap. You get it. Otherwise you don't. That's it. Ok. And like all this is automated. When I loot everything, we'll press one button, it will send everything to the appropriate persons. Like the only thing I have to do manually is to send cloth to my engineer, because my engineer uses cloth and my tailor obviously uses cloth. So I have to like manually send some of the cloth to the engineer, and the majority of it goes to the tailor leather worker. So that's like one more time. Yes, two more time. 60 emails have to be opened. Okay. Those are like stones. And 10 more emails. I can check meanwhile what's my stock of dusts, I mean dyes and threads. Do I have to stock on those? No, it seems I have everything in reasonable amounts. Yes. Silken thread, coarse thread. I could go get some quartz and find thread, really, but time's up. The next mail comes now. I'll do it next time. Okay. Any minute now? Any moment now? Yes, here it is. Now we sort everything and send everything. One click, it's done. That's the power of Trade Skill Master. And so now all this stuff goes to the mailboxes of these characters. Let's go check the auction. Auction is the guy I use to sell the stuff I craft. So like engineering, the alchemy, all this stuff has sold, all this stuff will expire soon. So let's post and let's cancel immediately so we can repost. It's gonna expire soon anyway. While we're here, I should hide auctions with bits so I don't actually cancel something which people paid for already. Okay, that's enough I think for now. Like the mailbox is gonna be full already. So we just post what's in our bags. Then we go loot the mailbox. Okay, post. Good, let's go. Check the mailbox on the way to the bank and put in the bank what's like not yet to be posted. This starts the timer on the mailbox, so the minute will elapse faster. Okay, put all in the bank. Good. Now my bags are empty. First take the sales, so that like the sales you can always open, and obviously to open the expires and cancels you have to have space, so it's best to take the sales first. Like this mailbox interface is very convenient because you can open just the ones you need. You can also search for specific mail and then open, like you can search for solid stone and open only the purchases from the auction of the solid stone, or only the expires of the solid stone. Very useful. Open all, opens everything at once. So all the sales coming in. Sold for like 100 gold now. Like the gold is coming very quickly to me now. But I also spend a lot. Like I have just shopped for like 200 gold. Very quickly spent that amount. So while we wait, if I like do this AFK, I just basically don't do what I do now. But since I'm actively playing, I'm while waiting for the mailbox coming to the auction and posting some of it, so the time goes by like not wasted. But usually I'll just stay here, like I'll tap in the game once a minute, click open mail, and I'll tap from the game, do something else, I'll tap again, open, I'll tap, and just wait until my bags are full or the mailbox is empty, and then I'll like auto run like this to the auction, again do something else, it will go there, it will get stuck in the auction, then again I'll tap, post scan, Alt tab, do something else while it scans. Then it finishes scanning, post everything. Let's cancel some more. Hide with bits. Cancel, 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 cancel. Don't bug out on me, mate. This is just to speed things up, so I don't have to come back in 30 minutes to repost this. I can repost it now. Good. So I come back to the game, it finished scanning, I post everything and aim my character there. Again, I can go do something else. He will auto run and get stuck at the brazier, like this. And then I can come back in the game, start opening mail again, go do something else. And like in a minute, I'll tab again to open the next batch. I can also, like right now, check other character. So it's just several minutes. Every minute just click the button, auto run to the auction, click post, come back in a minute or two, post everything, and so on and so forth. Okay, this one didn't sell anything yet. Let's go post on him. A silver contact doesn't sell. Trash it. Yeah. Get this trash out of my hands. Screw it. Oh, Morodon boost is for sale. Then you got summon. I'd love to get a Morodon boost. And I have things to do. So let me click. Okay, he has no Morodon boost for sale. Okay, that's fun. Once again, auto run, very useful. You just learn to aim into that area. It just goes and gets stuck here, and you don't have to control it. Okay, let's get back to that character. So Ventor is used to resell enchanting. Like, enchanting materials are good because they don't cost anything to post on the auction. So you can resell them without like having to worry about wasting money on the auction house deposit cost. Like, even if they don't sell, you don't lose money. It's very useful. So I just buy whatever's cheap. It can like take a month to sell it, whatever. I earn money anyway. Like, see here. Let me show you. Enchanting. Where is it? Yes, here. So like dusts. Average bought 13 silver, average sold 17 silver, bought 9, sold 12, bought 3, sold 5, bought 1, sold 2, and so on. So I keep like earning money by buying cheap, selling expensive. Bought for 50, sold for 80, bought for 13, sold for 25, so on and so forth. Also, one thing to note, with potions, for some reason, sometimes people post them way below their cost. Like, I know all the prices for potions. Maybe people power level their profession, I don't know. But sometimes the potions are dirt cheap on the auction house. And I know for sure I can buy them and resell them for higher price. Because the cost of the potion to a vendor is usually cheap, but again, this makes it not that expensive for the potion to expire, and I know they sell, so I know I can resell them if I snatch them cheap. Like for example, water breathing is a crap potion, doesn't sell at all. Cat's eye elixir also crap. Frost protection also crap. Right now it's like the market is fine. Only crappy potions are cheap. Other potions are reasonable price. Yeah, healing, you can see it's for 2 silver, but it sells for 14 silver easily. So I will buy that easily and resell it. Let's do that. Although I do have a lot now. I have 60 on me. But sure, it will sell. Yeah, it will sell. Let's get some of these cheap healing potions. Okay, I think it's enough now. Yeah. What else? Nature protection. Again, this is like sold for the price it costs to make them. So sure, I'll buy it. Sure, I'll buy it for that amount. And I'll resell it for profit. What else? Elixir of defense doesn't sell that well. But again, it's below crafting price. Sure. Give it to me. Agility, again, well below crafting price. It's so overstocked though. Let's get a bit, not much. Okay, shadow protection, yeah, now it's market is fine already. Rage potion, rage potion. Rage potion is fine. Yeah, everything else is fine, but sometimes, like with those healing potions, it's a ridiculous situation where they're like dirt cheap, so I snatch them and resell them. Easy money. Or thorium shells sold well. Gotta make more thorium shells quickly. Okay, I'll post that later. So now we go to craft stuff. Let's go to our engineer. Need to make some thorium shells first. Like, people whine that engineering doesn't bring money, really? Like, what are you doing, mate, if engineering doesn't bring you money? Engineering is insane money. Let's take all that. Okay, I gotta craft a lot now. Again, this all is done AFK. Like, come in, loot the mailbox for like 500 solid stone and put it to craft. Go do something else. Come back, okay, the blast powder is done. Now, like, go to the anvil and make those triggers. Again, leave it there for some time. Then come in, make supercharges, and then send them to be sold. Make profit. So I don't have to watch it all happen. It happens on its own. But right now the first priority is thorium. I need to make thorium shells ASAP. Okay, so take this out. Take what? Take this, this. Now order. Good. Now let's deposit. Deposit. This doesn't fit. Whatever. Deposit. Deposit this. And this. Okay, so we need all the thorium and dense powder We got it. Let's go. Sort inventory. Send what we crafted already. Now I need thorium. That's all I have. I have about 100, so I need about 50 blast powder. Let's go. So the only thing Trade Skill Master cannot do is, for some reason, I guess that's because it's mostly built for retail, the maximum amount of crafting is 2000. But as you can imagine, this doesn't work at all for shells, because 2000 shells is like 10 stacks. That's it. They sell in way higher amounts, so you cannot really craft this automatically with Trade Skill Master. You have to manually check it, like, okay, I have what, 25 stacks on the auction house, so I need to craft more, so I craft more. Like, I have it set to craft many stacks, but still it's not enough, so you have to do it manually. Everything else, like restock groups, it shows me what to craft. Like, see, it tells me to craft flying tiger goggles. I believe that's because they have just sold. Let's see. Yep, just sold flying tiger goggles. So it says, okay, craft one more. Okay, sure. Accurate scope, it tells me to craft because more than 5 have sold. I have it set that I don't have to craft one because it like isn't convenient to craft it one at a time. Only when like 5 of them sell, that's when it will start asking me to craft it. So let's see. Yeah, success. Several sold lately. Now I only have 6 in stock, so I have to restock them. And that's how you make earning money easier for you and faster, by spending less time doing active stuff. Like, all this can be done while I'm not playing the game. It just goes in the background. I have to, like, I'll tab once 3 minutes, move it to the mailbox, come back, continue. And even then I think there's a better place for me to be, like maybe Gadgetzan or Ratchet, where bank, mailbox and the forge will be closer to move between, so I can spend even less time. Like here in Iron Forge I have to ride to the anvil, it's quite far. I'm gonna think about moving to like some other place where it's better, but I do need the bank, so I guess my only choice is Neutral City, like Everlook, Gadgetzan and Ratchet. Darnassus has no forge at all, and Stormwind has it very far from the bank. Again, sort inventory. For some reason, Trade Skill Master bugs out if you don't sort your inventory. Don't know why, but okay, mail everything. Good. Go make the remaining stuff. Right. Everybody wants to buy Maraudon Boost, but no mage wants to sell Maraudon Boost. Strange situation. Okay, let's craft the remaining shells. Again, it would probably make sense to put more stuff in the bank so I have more space in the bags for the shells. And so once again, engineering doesn't make money. Are you serious? These shells, they have like 50% to 100% profit margin. Like, see, they cost like 26 to make, and you can sell them for 39 now. That's like 50% more than it costs to make them. So like every gold I put into this, I get gold and a half back. It's insane. I like double my money in a day by turning it around twice. Like Alchemy, your profit margins are like 10-15%. Like, let me show free action potions. Yes, here. So they cost like 90 silver to make. Why am I running by foot? And you can sell them for like gold or something. Like on average, 1 gold, 10 silver. On average, 1 gold, 10 silver to sell, 19 silver to make. It's 19 silver now, usually it's more expensive. It's just right now, I guess the prices for fish have crashed or whatever. Or maybe strangled kelp. So it's like 10-15% profit. With engineering, it's like 25-50% profit. Why? I actually wonder why myself. But I guess it has to do with the fact that with engineering, it's like hardcore PvPers who have to like PvP all the time to get maximum rank. And so they kinda expect to pay for all that. They cannot do it themselves. Like they have no time to craft. Like I just studied this simple one of the items which gives me most gold. This simple example of Goblin Supercharge. Like this thing which I'm making now. I sell this in bulk. Like you can see, 1,500 sold, and I sell it like daily. Like 100 or more. Like let's see, how much have I sold in a day? And what? Please work. Like in one day I've sold around 70 items. Previous day I sold like 200 of them. It's like 2 gold each, 250 I've sold. Previous day about 200 I've sold. It's insane how much they sell, like how many of those I can sell. And so thing is, this thing is constantly used in PvP, organized PvP. Like people, you can look at this item and think it's not very good. It deals damage to enemies and to you. So it's like around 600 damage to enemies, around 500 to you. What's the point? Well, the point is, if 10 of you do this at once, each of you receives 500 damage. Enemies around you receive 6,000 damage. Instantly wiped. There is no defense. Like, the first time there is a defense against something like this is in Burning Crusade. Rogues get cheat death. In Classic, all the abilities which save you from death require you to click them. So if you get all your life in one tick, you die. No way around it. So these items are very good in PvP. And what does it take to make it? Like, one such item needs 3 solid blast powders plus 1 in the unstable trigger. 1 here as well, and 1 refill bar. So you have to craft 4 solid blast powders, 1 unstable trigger, 1 refill bar, and then craft the explosive itself. The explosive takes 10 seconds to craft, the blast powder 4 seconds, so it's 16 seconds for 4 of them, that's 26. The trigger 4 seconds, the smelting 3 seconds. Another 7. So it's like 33 seconds just to craft 1 supercharge. You also have to, of course, farm the materials, but you can buy them on auction. But if one would craft it themselves, Like they would have for every goblin supercharge to spend half a minute just crafting, and basically hardcore PvPers can do that, so they pay you to do it. And so again, the profit is quite good here. It's around 33% profit margin on this. It's really great. And this item and the thorium shells, they make like the bulk of what I sell, and they bring so much money to me, it's insane. Let's make the charges now. Okay, I'll quickly be right back while it crafts. Someone died while I was AFK. People constantly like suicide on my server for no reason, like just the warlocks come and use their inferno until they die. I don't know, RP thing. Yeah, so at this point you might wonder what's in the mailbox and how do I store all those hundreds of ingredients I buy. That's in the mailbox. As I said, Trade Skill Master is very good at this. The mailbox, you can search it. For example, I need 2 silver. Here. This is the email which has 2 silver in it. When I need it, I just search for it and take it. It lasts for 30 days, so if it expires, I can just send it back in. Easy. So I pay like several copper and I get almost unlimited storage space for almost free, which is searchable. It's like even better than this search. It's easier to do. The only gripe I have with it is that when you mail with Trade Skill Master, it puts in the subject the name of the first item. So if I loot the Mossagate, it will still remain in the subject. It will still like search for it when I search for it here. So that's like the only thing I have a gripe with Trade Skill Master. It's inconvenient. So what this means is after I take the Mossagate from here, until I consume all this package, I will have a false positive search for Mossagate. This email will show up, but it won't have Mossagate in it. It will show up because it has it in the subject. Other than that, like, it's perfectly fine, works well, does what it should. It's really good. Okay, let's go. Did I sell this combobulator ray? Really? These don't sell at all. No, I think it's a bug. Like, another thing here is this can get bugged. How? I guess I know how. No, it's auction. Yes, so I used this Trade Skill Master to deposit it in the bank and ran away from the bank too quickly, so it didn't register the fact that I've put my discombobulator ray into the bank. Or I've left the auction house before everything got posted, it didn't see what I posted on the auction house. So either this or that makes it so that it thinks I don't have enough and tells me craft more, while in reality I do have enough. Like, since it says there is one on the alt, I guess at this time it didn't notice it on the auction, because posting on the auction takes time. So I usually just, come on, speed up, you can do it. I just go here, I like post everything and run away, and since I ran away, it didn't notice the stuff get posted. So let's look for Disco. Yes, you can see it's on the auction, but the add-on doesn't know it because I posted it and ran away. I paid this much for it? Ah, no, I didn't. I got it for free in Gnomerigan. The recipe is shit, doesn't sell at all. I mean the item itself, so paying for the recipe is ridiculous. Let's buy some cheap stuff actually. What's the cheapest here? What? Yeah. Yeah, let's get this. This is all expensive. Why don't I know smoked sagefish? Ah, whatever, I'm rich. Just buy some stuff and learn it like I'm selling it myself, but I buy from my competitor, no problem. Okay, now engineering schematics. This is all too expensive and not really worth it. Actually, I should learn to use Trade Skill Master Searcher, because it should do the same, right? Recipes, engineering, usable only, run search. Yeah, it does. Arcane bomb. Like, should I buy this? Start making this? Maybe one day. Let's go now. We did all we could. We created all the supper charges. Yeah, let's shop quickly. Sort the stuff here. Let's shop for powders and stones. Maybe someone put some cheap solid. Cheap solid. Cheap solid. Yeah, solid is... Oh, forgot to disable the potions. This is gonna clog my inbox. When people post it like one at a time, you have to buy it all out. Right. I guess that's as far as I will go. And mithril I require. No deal. Sorry. That's not a good deal for mithril. Okay, put this in the bank and this in the bank. I actually need dense powder as well, quite soon. Oops, misclicked. Like, see, I don't want to open Mage Weave Cloth. I want to open solid stones, so I put solid here, click buys, and I only open the solid stones. Then I only want the recipes. Again, recipe, only recipes get opened. So I don't have to manually open everything. I can skip the Mage Weave, which should remain in the mailbox, and open only what I need, the stones. Let's go check some other character.
You got my attention.
Put this in the bank and send the charges to the auction. This, yeah, this as well. No, I've sent already. Mail, go. So next, let's check our crafter. Like leather working and tailoring, the profit margins are enormous, like 200, 300% easily, but the items don't sell as well, and you pay for deposit costs all the time because they don't sell. So it's kind of balanced that way. Right, since I figured out I didn't look at the auction, let's go look at it so the add-on knows what's on the auction house. Okay, let's ensure all this sold. Yeah, like you see how many thorium shells sold. All this is like
Here there.
1.5 to 2.0 coefficient on my money for every like gold. About 30 silver to 50 silver is profit. Awesome. How can you not be rich if you're an engineer? So here, if I do post scan and then like see, it says 55 total, 25 player, 30 on the auction. Come on, do it. What's taking so long? The auction is kind of slow now for some reason. If I do it like this and run away, it doesn't know what's on the auction. So it says 55 now in the inventory and 89 healing potions. Now it's gonna say 40 and 84. It doesn't know where they went. Like it says 40 now. Now it says 55 again because it had a chance to see this. Now it understands, aha, you posted them, but it had no way to know it because I ran away before it posted. So last snapshot it had, they were not on the auction house and they are also not in the inventory now, so they must be gone. Let's send the money to our person who buys items. Right. So leather working, tailoring, as I said, it's like the huge profit margin but little sales, and it's where this add-on helps the most because it tells you exactly like how many of which items to make. So let's see, what should I make? Yes, it tells me, okay, make this, and make this. Okay, I will. So I'll need some linen cloth. Bolt of linen cloth. What's this? Okay, this scrap needs to be processed. No, linen cloth. This also, and this, and this, and this, and this all needs to be processed. But first, bolt of linen cloth. Here is. As I said here, bolt of woolen cloth was the first item, so when I search for it now, it will show up this mail. That's like the only downside to the add-on. Anyways, craft next. Again, this can be done while working. I'll tap, click craft next, I'll tap, do your stuff, and so on and so forth. Okay, I'll need some woolen cloth now. And red dye. And craft something else made. And find thread, yes. Now I will need also silk cloth. Bolt of silk cloth, let's go. And I will need medium leather and spider silk. Medium leather and spider silk. Good. Then leather working, I will require thick leather, light leather, heavy leather. Okay. some thick leather, some what? That's all the light leather I have? Oh, here it is. And some heavy leather. Okay. What else? A raptor hide. It's in the bank. A cute heavy hide. I have one to be made now. Come on. Done? Yes. Let's make some hides. Wait, I have no salt. Okay. Any salt here? That's deep rock salt. That's also deep rock salt. Okay, there is salt. Right. This. Let's go get raptor hide from the bank. Meanwhile, give me the raptor hide and sort this out. Okay.
Watch your back.
Need to cure the hide here as well. So with this mailbox storage, I really don't have to leave the mailbox. I can just craft at the mailbox. It's so easy. I store in the bank some of the rare things which I don't usually need, so I just don't waste the already crowded space here. Other than that, I can just stay at the mailbox, get the ingredients I need right now, craft, that's it. And as I said, I don't have to look at this all. I can alt tab, do my other business, alt tab 2 times a minute, scroll the mouse wheel once to craft next thing, go do something else. Need some medium leather as well. Right. Need moss agate. Ah, I forgot moss agate. Again, engineer needs moss agate and leather worker tailor needs moss agate. Alchemist needs large fangs and leather worker tailor needs large fangs. So I have to manually send some to this character. I forgot. Let's see if auction has cheap moss agates on it. Let's go check it. Maybe they have it. Move please. Yes. So on these characters I don't usually have to visit auction house at all. I just don't. I just craft on them. That's it. But let's see. The price is reasonable. Let's buy one. And then send some more. While we're here, let's also shop for recipes we can use. So expensive. Is it worth it really? Green holiday shirt. Well, I could try. It should have a reason to be this expensive. And it's cheap ingredients. Purple dye, I don't have. Let's see, rich purple silk shirt. What's it worth on the auction? What am I doing? The competition is small. This person sells it. This person I know well. He sells stuff that sells. And it's 4 gold, 70 silver. So the profit margin is 3 gold of one. So you have to sell 20 of those to get into profit. Let's see. How many shirts do I sell at all? Shirt. They don't really sell that well. Really, they don't. Don't really sell that well. So it's like gonna take me a lot of time to recoup this investment. Don't think it's worth it. Oh, our inventory is full now. So let's send the stuff. Sort it. And send it. Go. Right. Off it goes. I will require some light leather and thick height. Where's my thick height? And where is my light leather? One. As usual, not the best time, but not my choice when they call me. So let's get to the potion crafter now. Okay, life root blue sweet. Life root blue sweet. Let's go. Next, small flame sack. 10, 10, 10. And that's it. Oh my god, I need so many black moth oil. I don't have nearly enough black moth. Like, the prices are too high now to be reasonable. Okay, what else? Gold thorn, wild steel bloom. Let's take gold thorn. Steel bloom. Okay, all this is going to be useful as well. Take it all. Next. Okay, have enough? No. Okay. One more stack. Now I have enough. Invisibility. Holy crap. Once again I have to get more fade leaf, because I'm gonna waste all of it now. And more wild steel bloom. Oh my god, my stocks are out. Sold so many potions recently. Needed vial. Let's get needed vials. Take all these. And I guess some of these as well. Alright, what next? Some briar thorn. This is all going to be used quickly. Some swift thistle. Again, this all is going to be used quickly. And empty vials. Same thing. Like, they are all going to be used very quickly. As I said once again, like, craft for 3 minutes, go AFK, it's gonna craft. Right. I need purple lotus, Khadgar whisker, 2 stacks of this. Oh my god, gonna call me now all the time? Okay, need gold thorn. Finally, leaving me alone to play the game I enjoy. Thank you. Now, Earthroot and King's Blood. Okay, no space now. Let's mail what's already done. Good. Earthroot, King's Blood. And King's Blood, this is fine. So yeah, all we can, we'll now craft. So you just loot what you need. And like, this bank is empty even, because all is here. You just craft it. Like this one moment, I'll go to the auction to buy some stuff because my stocks are out. Holy crap. I need some Wild Steel Bloom and Fade Leaf urgently, because this potion is very good. As I said again, not really. The profit margin, look at it. It's like 10 silver, it's like 5% profit only. Of course, since I buy cheaper than 100% usually, that means I get more profit. Because the game, I mean the add-on looks at this number here, but I usually pay like 43, not 48. Same with Fade Leaf. I usually pay less, but now it's even not available at the price. Bid on this. Okay, so what else? Black move. Oh, some black move have arrived. Gonna clock the mailbox though. But what can you do? My only option at reasonable fish. Give me the fish, mate. Give me the fish. Please. I want a fish. Thank you. And small flame sack. Sure. And Khadgar whisker I have in the mailbox. While at it, let's... No! Shit. Like, the scroll wheel, it does everything. So I have just accidentally bought expensive stuff. Because I scrolled my wheel. That can happen. Let's bid on the chips with thistle and go. Yes, so just wasted some money. This doesn't happen usually because I don't shop on the crafters. As I said, I don't do this actively. I'll tap the game. It happens in the background. I just shop, then I craft. It's all maximum automation. Let's mail what we crafted. Like with black move oil, we need like around 100-200 free action potions a day. One action potion is like 2 oil. 2 oil is 2 times like 3 or 5 seconds to craft one. Let's see. 1, 2, 5 seconds. Yeah, so like you can guess it's like 10 seconds to craft oil for the action potion. So it's like at least 1,000 seconds. What's that? That's like 13, 15 minutes a day just crafting oil. So of course I don't watch it happen. Of course I do it in the background. Just leave my character crafting it en masse. Like right now I have to craft 80, but usually it's like way more, as I said. This one was expensive. Like it's the most expensive I've ever paid for it. 1 gold, 15 silver. You can see. Expensive mistake. Not that expensive, but expensive. Okay, the whisker. Get some whisker. And the earth fruit. Get some earth fruit. Now we have what we need to craft the rest. Again, sort it out. This ore. Let's send it. Good. Now we just need some gold thorn as well for the mana potions. And yeah, that's it. That's it. So this is how it goes. Like while working, while doing something else, while studying in the background, this crafting happens. The active time is only required to shop and to move to the anvil and back on the engineer. So I try to minimize that, to do this like in bulk. Other than that, it can all be done alt tapped, and it just happens and brings money. Like, don't even know what to do with it. At this point I have several thousand, earning like 500 to 1,000 a day right now. Like it doesn't show here because I'm stockpiling stuff, because I'm mailing money between chapters, and this add-on doesn't know about it. I have like, how many already? This many shards stockpiled. Gonna buy more. They should go in price when anti-rush hits. They really should. When mana oils become available. Okay, so now we send the potions. Alright. Now we can send the potions. Skinny knife with 30 spell damage. Who does this? Why? People are weird. Okay. So this can be done some other time. Since we're here, let's check it once again. Like what expired or not. Like usually I just do it like twice, 3 times a day. Get all the expires from the mailbox and post them. Yeah, nothing expired, of course. There's no reason to check it that frequently. Doesn't happen. Basically that's it. That's how it works for me. I just, when I have time, log in, craft stuff, mail stuff, post stuff, loot money. That's it. Okay, I'll have to be right back. This business stuff messing up my game. Be right back. Okay, back here. What? Where is the game? Ah, here it is. Alright, so some stuff arrived. The tin, the thorium, 2 silver, citrine as well. Take all this out. No space. Oh my god, no space. Okay. Bank some of it then.
Interest you on a pint?
Bank this, and this. Should have enough space now. Sorted. Like if I don't have enough space, I can always mail it. Do I have enough space now? Hopefully. Yes, I do. No, I don't. Ah, okay. 1 moment. I'll just do this.
You got my attention.
Right, so craft some powders. Right, so gold bar. This gets turned into chronatoms. Right, so now some space will be freed. I'll need iron though for chronatoms. Here is iron. Sort it out. Good. Now let's wait for the space to clear. So I can put the iron in. Come on, come on, come on. Where is the powder? Here is the powder. Here is the iron. Sort again. Yes, good. Now we can go.
Hey, good.
Yeah, I'm good, thank you. So yeah, again, only this is active time. Moving to the anvil. And I'm gonna optimize this further. But crafting is not. I have to craft all this solid stone. I can just leave him there. Alt tab, do something else. Like 8 minutes. I don't have to actually play the game. I can go do something else. And this is basically how it works. You just do this in the background and you get money all the time. It's really awesome. Don't have to farm, don't have to like actively spend time earning money when you can just have money come in your pocket automatically. Like when this all crafts, I'll craft all this. Smelting, copper, thorium, true silver. And I just need to come in the game once like 8 minutes, 5 minutes, and craft the next thing. And sometimes move myself between the anvil and the mailbox. That's like it. I'd really like to get a boost now to Morodan. Craft, please. Why not crafting? But it doesn't look like it's offered. Because I can craft in Morodan what doesn't require anvil, like all these stones and shit. I can craft wherever, so it's fine to do it while getting boost. It's cool. And all this is set up in the Trade Skill Master. So what to craft is automated. Like for example my Alchemy, I have it separated into several groups. The more I sell of the item, the more I craft it. Like this I craft 60, minimum of 10, this 100, minimum of 20, and so on. And I just decided because like these I sold like 70, 500 of them. Well, these I've sold over 1,000 and these over like 4,000. So obviously what sells more, I craft more. What sells less, I craft less. Healing potions I've sold a lot, but I don't craft them because they're like more of those don't sell. Even if I craft more, I won't sell more. And many of those I bought. You can see 300 I bought cheap and resold for higher price. Because as I said, people sometimes just post them for cheap. I guess they power level their alchemy, don't care, so they post for cheap. Whatever, I buy cheap, sell for expensive. My profit. And yep, craft something else. And I have everything set up here. So with alchemy, I start with like crafting just 5 or 10 and posting some of it. And then if it sells, I craft more. The more it sells, the more I craft. And I look here, as I said, this is bean counter, it's from Auctioneer add-on. I look here to decide, do I craft too much, like free action potion. As you can see, I gained 4,600 gold and I lost 6 gold on the cancels and expires. So I'm losing like 0.1%, so it's fine. But for example, let's say Iron Grenade, I gained 400 gold, I lost 35 gold. So I'm losing like 10% of the gold on Iron Grenades. This probably means I could craft less those, and so I'll post less, and so I'll lose less money on expires and cancels. However, with grenades, I figured that they sell in bulk. Like one day you'll sell like 200, other you'll sell nothing. So if I craft less, it doesn't mean I'll get less expires. It will mostly mean I'll get less sales. Because when they sell, less of them will sell. So since it's like this bulk, I cannot really predict when they will sell or not, and so I just have to eat the cost. But if I craft less, I'll just earn less on the time. So with grenades, it's useful. With other things, it usually balances out. Like for example, again, tailoring, leatherworking. Here I mostly craft one of the item sells, I craft the next one. But some items sell so much, I craft more. And again, I can judge if I craft too much of them. Like Nightscape Tunic, I craft 2 of. Let's see. What? Nightscape. 22 gold earned, 2 gold lost. So it's like 10% loss, that's fine. As you can see, it usually sells more than once a day, and that means if I craft only one, I sometimes craft once a day, I'll lose sales, so I have to craft two. But for example, let's take barbaric leggings. Gained 9, lost 2. So here there is no point crafting more than one, because I would just be losing money if I do. Like it sold on April 28 twice, once on 30, twice on 9. You can never predict when it sells, so posting 2 would be not efficient. So I just craft one of those. So here I craft a new thing, put it into this category. If it sells, I watch it. If it keeps selling all the time, I will promote it to a higher category, like heavy quiver. This may be useful. Let's see. No, it also doesn't sell. Like I've sold none in the last several days. 7 days it didn't sell. Oh my god. But it sells other times, so one is good. It's still profitable to sell it, but sometimes it won't sell for like several days in a row, and if I would have crafted 2 or 3, I would have more losses, so no use. Let's actually see. Another thing, I have this expire limit of 7, so I try to sell new stuff for a week. If it doesn't sell, I review it. So when this quiver doesn't sell one more day, it will not be posted again. I will see it as expired too many times, and I will manually review it and decide, do I want to keep selling it? I know for sure I do, so I will promote it now to a category which says expire limit 21. So here go items which don't sell every day, but I know for sure they are profitable. Like these dark leather boots, they seldom sell because they're white, but they bring me so much money. Let's see, yeah, actually not that much. 95 silver. How much is lost? Yeah, like 1/3 of it, but still they bring me profit, so it's like profitable to keep them even though they expire so much. Same with these, like hand stitched leather belt. Stitched leather B. Stitched. Gained 3 like gold, lost 9 silver. Since it costs so little to the vendor, it's like almost no deposit cost on the auction house, and so I can afford to sell it like once 10 days, 20 days, it's fine. When it sells, it brings so much profit, it outweighs all these losses. Like when it sells for 50 silver, for 17 silver, for 7 silver, whatever, it is so much that these deposit fees of 12 copper, they get easily overridden. And so this is how I structure it all, and this is how it all is automated for me. So what sells a lot, I make like 5 of, like these shoulders, these cloaks. These cloaks are quest items, that's why they sell in so big volume all the time. This is just a good cloak, one of the first good cloaks in the game, that's why it sells so much, and so I just make those a lot. Other things I make less of. That's based on how many of them sell. Armor kits, again, sometimes they sell, sometimes they don't, but the profit is good, and the price to vendor them is, it's actually quite big. Let's see if it's profitable. Thick armor kit. Yeah, it's like I lose 1/3 of the gain here. Thick armor hit might be not worth it, because like I gain 13 gold, but I lose 4 of it. So it might even be a loss for me to craft those. Let's see, heavy armor kit, same thing. And the profit margin is not that big on those. Like here, it seems that it's not worth it crafting the armor kits, because I lose like 30% on the auction house deposits, and the profit margin is about 30%. So I'm not getting any profit. I'm just wasting my time. The medium are worth it. The thick and heavy are not. Heavy are, because heavy leather I constantly buy cheap. Thick ones though, thick leather is not really worth it. So in this case, I do this. Working, unworthy. I have 2 categories, unworthy and not selling. So I can put things that do sell, but are not worth crafting into this category. So I know, yes, they sell, but it's not worth crafting them. For example, black whelp, cloaks and tunics, they bring too little money, and they require you to actually keep these scales in your inventory to make them, which is like extra slot wasted. And as you can see on my crafter for leatherworking and tailoring, it has so many stuff already, all these potions and herbs which are used in crafting. So extra slot is valuable to him, and so it's just not worth to actually craft those black whelp stuff, because the profit is small and extra inventory space is wasted. And so I put them into unworthy category and I don't craft them, despite them being profitable to craft. And not selling is obviously just what doesn't sell at all, so don't craft it, it's a waste of money. With engineering, same idea, craft one, try to sell it. Like this shit was expensive to craft, doesn't sell. This reflector, I don't want to even try to craft this one. It's like 2 arcanite converters to craft. Will it sell? I don't know. And what sells, I craft more and I post more if it, like, again, training dummy, target dummy. Let me show. So I'm losing money on it, like 15%, because it sells not every day. But if I don't post a lot of it, when it sells, people buy like 3-5 of it. So if I don't post 5 at once, when I do sell, I will only sell like 1 or 2 instead of 5. So I have to post 5 of them, even though most of the time they will all expire. But when they don't, they bring profit. And other things I just post 1 of, because I know they like don't sell that frequently. So no reason to post 2, like accurate scope. Let's see. Accurate. 2-letter A's. Gained 30 gold, lost 3 gold. So I'm losing 10%. You can see here it like sells. Sometimes it does sell more than once, but sometimes it expires all the time. So posting 2 would probably lose me more money. While Deadly Scope and Sniper Scope sells way better. Maybe not. Let's see, Sniper Scope, yeah. Sniper Scope is very good. I only lose 5%. And it sells like several ones in a day. So these things like 4 times sold, 7, 8, 9 sold in a day. so I have to post more of it on the auction house at once. And so that's how I decide. I just put more until it stops selling well, then I dial it down a bit. That's the sweet spot. Okay. Iron grenades. Oh, they started selling again. Didn't sell for some time. And so yeah, I'm basically doing engineering, leatherworking, tailoring, and alchemy. What remains? Enchanting. Enchanting sucks, because in classic you have to manually sell it. You have to spam the chat, talk with people, come to people, waste so much time. It's not worth it. You spend too much time, you get too little tips for it. Then blacksmithing, I didn't try it, but I did preliminary calculations and I couldn't find anything like worth it at low levels to try to do it. Because you see, I have one alt who does both leatherworking and tailoring, because it's mostly the same items. Like both use cloth, both use leather, both use these awkward potions and shit. So it's good to have it on one char. Then with potions, alchemy, one profession and like all your inventory is done. It's taken. If this alt would have some other profession, his inventory would be clogged with reagents. Would it be convenient to do it? So I don't do it. So I forgot to craft potions on him. It's important. They're gonna run out of stock soon. So I could give him a second profession, like blacksmithing, but that would clog his inventory too much. And it would make sense to pair blacksmithing with engineering, because both require you to use ores. But then, let's craft the potions. Craft invisibility, please. I said craft invisibility first. Like, it defaults to craft first what you can craft more of in one batch. Makes sense, so you can go away, go AFK for more time, but I don't want the oil now. I want this now as a priority, because I can then send it to the salt faster. Yeah, so if I make my main blacksmith and engineer, I don't get mining on him. The mining is useful because you can buy ores, and often ores are better than bars. Like thorium, for example, the bar is on average 16 silver, the ore 13 silver. 2 silver, the bar is like 20, the ore is like 10. So oftentimes it's good to buy ore and smelt it yourself. And so it's very good, very useful for me that my rogue is engineer and miner. Also I can do like stealth runs, maybe in the future, if I want to. Again, I thought about it, like, should make him a miner to make stealth runs. Now I'm like, why should I even farm for gold? Makes no sense. Gold just comes to me all the time, more than I want to. Yeah, let's look for more odon boosts. So I'm like, why would I farm for gold when I can just get it passively? I mean, it's not passive, it just fits into your lifestyle. Like, if you work on your PC, if you exercise, if you like study on your PC or play something else, then you can alt tab into WoW and craft stuff and vendor stuff, I mean auction house stuff, and earn money this way very easily. If you cannot do that, like if you work on a 9-to-5 job where you cannot access WoW, then it won't work for you. But since I work like from wherever on my PC, I can do it, and it's very good. because I can get gold without like hardly doing anything, by just like alt-tabbing into the game every once in a while. And that's convenient. Like, I see people like sending boosts to stockades. You spend like 40 minutes killing mobs. You earn like what? 40, 50 gold for it. For me, like 50 gold just arrives at my blood box all the time. Because I alt-tab in the game and click a button. So yeah, professions. Tailoring, leatherworking, engineering, and alchemy I got covered. Enchanting, useless. I just use it to disenchant stuff for profit. But even then again, I don't do it anymore because it's like a little bit of profit. I don't care. I have so much profit from the stuff I do, little effort, so I don't really need to do that. That wouldn't be efficient time spent. And also, what's left? Blacksmithing is left, and I think that's it. Once again, alchemy, tailoring, leatherworking, blacksmithing, engineering, enchanting. Let's send the potions. Sorts everything out. What the hell? Close this. 1 second. Yep. Send it. Yeah, alchemy, blacksmithing, enchanting, engineering, leatherworking, tailoring. Yes, that's it. So basically I have all professions except one covered. The one I don't have covered, I don't really think is gonna be worth it. Could try it, like it doesn't cost much to level. But from what I saw, all the low level stuff, like it's all down to the auction house costs. Oh my god. Elemental Earth. Didn't get it. Too bad. When I have tailoring, I have stuff which is like 30 copper, 50 copper to the vendor, so it's cheap to auction. And since it's cheap to auction, I can afford for it to run out, like to not sell. So I can sell low level stuff. It doesn't sell reliably well, but it sells and I get profit. With blacksmithing, stuff is expensive. So when it will expire, I'm going to lose money, a lot of money, and it's just not worth it then. Dense blasting powder is running out, and then stone is like very expensive now, 19 silver. I buy for 10 usually. I hope my stocks are enough. Let's see, thorium, no, expensive, no thank you. Mithril maybe. Mithril maybe? No, too expensive now. However, maybe not. Like 15 silver I can afford. It's not the bulk of the price. Yeah, let's get these free auctions. Okay, what I'm most interested in is, yes, first of all, some Mosagates for my crafter. Yes, they're cheap now. Not really. No, we'll buy them cheaper later. And some alchemy stuff. Alchemy is very important now. I need more of it. I'll be right back quickly. Right. No joy here. Some briar thorn cheap. I mean, reasonable. Not cheap. Oh, two of it. Two briar thorn. Oh my god. Should have stockpiled more. Should have bought more of it. Like I thought, okay, maybe the prices are going down for good. I didn't buy. That was a mistake. Prices aren't going anywhere. When it's cheap, buy it in advance. Like spend 500 gold, but stockpile it. So when it comes back up to ridiculous levels, you win. Like it was a leap of faith. I once bought like 500 black moon foil, which is like 250 gold, I think. Well, for me it was a huge amount then. I was like, is it gonna work it? Is it gonna work it? Like, what? Am I gonna sell it? Maybe I'm just a fool. But then the prices went up and everybody had to buy it for like 50% more than I have bought it for. And so I made huge profit on the free action potions. Like usually I sell it for like a gold. And that time, 2 gold 50 per potion. You see, it was a huge profit. Because I stockpiled it in advance. Others didn't. And so naturally the prices went up. Because for everybody it was expensive to buy black move. Okay, bought what I could. But for me it was not. Because I was prepared. I am prepared! Always prepared. Okay. A little bit shopping done. Good too. So we did all we could. And that's it. Now we can just go and craft stuff again. Don't have to do it actively. He has to craft his stones. The alchemist has to craft his black moon foil. And all that is done in the background easily. And if my inventory gets clogged, like you can see now, I'll craft this blasting powder, store it here. If there is too much space taken, I just mail it back to the character which buys it, and he returns it, and so it's now in my mailbox. Like there is this button here, return, very easy, and it comes back and stays here for 30 days. Simple. Very easy way to organize your inventory. Don't have to use your bank. Like I use my bank for leftovers, basically. Right. Any Marauder boosts. Like at this point I stopped really enjoying actually playing the game because it kinda got stale, but making money is fun. Especially when you compare like to high-level players who spend their time farming. You're like, sure, I'll buy your services, I can afford it. When people whine they don't have gold from engineering, from other professions, you're like, how can you do that? How can you not have gold? It's easy to get gold. Just sell stuff. What sells? Sell more of it. And more. Like, I found so many gold making opportunities, I gave up just because I make more gold doing something else. For example, you can resell a lot of vendor stuff. Like, look here. Copper rod. This is like the best. Gained 14 gold just selling copper rods. 1 silver from the vendor, 30, 80, 40 silver on the auction house. Look at all these sales. Sold so many copper rods. Then salt, again, sold it for like 5 silver each. It's 50 copper at the vendor. Then green dye. It sells a lot. like on the auction house. Like you can see, I only lost like half a gold on expires, gained like 10 gold. People just buy it. It's a vendor crap. I mean vendor reagent. Go to the vendor, buy some dye, go and sell it on the auction and earn money. Even without profession, you can just log in the game, buy vendor stuff, put it on the auction, earn money. Don't need a profession. You can have like level 1 alt doing it. Easy. Again, reselling, enchanting, disenchanting. I don't do it anymore, but used to. Also brings profit. Right. Be right back. Okay, I'm here. So you can resell vendor stuff, and it's a really good way to earn some money initially. But at this point it's not really worth my time because I can make way more money doing just this. Just crafting. And like at this point, I'm considering should I buy boosts to boost my level 20 to level 35 so I can craft end game, not end game, but high level potions and stuff. Would it be worth it? I don't know. Like free action potions are the bulk of my alchemy profits, and they can be made with level 10 alchemist because they only require like 150 skill. But invisibility potions, they require 225 skill, so it's level 20 character, and they also bring very good profits. But enough profits already was made on these. Same with leatherworking. With engineering, you have to have high level character, because you make these thorium shells and supercharges. These are like the bulk of your profits. Aside from that, it's just aquadynamic attractors. They sell a lot, as you can see, like 2000 salt, and iron grenades. Again, 3000 salt. But then again, all those require level 20 character to craft, I think. So still you have to be quite high level. But on the max level, I mean 35 level character, that's where you get your thorium shells, and it's awesome. Right. Need some mithril. Need some mithril. Ah, I bought mithril. It's gonna arrive soon. But I think that's all I can talk about really, without repeating myself. Just wanted to share. Oh, I forgot to make gyrochromatoms. Need iron bar. Forgot to make whatever. Make them later. Just deposit the bar for now. So take this all out. Sort. Deposit the bronze. Deposit the thorium. Take out the mage weave. Have no mithril, right? Yes, I have no mithril. So I have... It's 4 solid blast powders per 1 goblin charge. So I can make 50 charges if I get some mithril, which will arrive soon. So I need 50 mithril and 100 mage weave, and I can make some more. Okay, solid stone is through. Mage weave I have. Let's take some more from here. Okay, one more. That's all the mage weave I'll need. Now I just need mithril to arrive. And I can go craft the triggers. Okay, unstable triggers. 50 of those. And then 50 of those. So yeah, that's basically how money making goes. You can go check the enchanting while at it. Disenchant some stuff. Like, why not? Let's do it. For this I use Auctioneer, just because Auctioneer is a better interface for this. It could be done with Trade Skill Master, but I fear it's too slow. So let's scan. And then we use the enchant search. This is instant, unlike Trade Skill Master. Like, this will instantly tell me, okay, all this is good. I smell jerkin. What does it give? Radiant shards. Oh, of course you purchase it. It's very efficient. Let's see how this works. Shopping. Enchant search. How does it work? It scans 41 pages. So that took like 10 seconds. Wait, what? It bid on it. But why? Okay, so it's gonna give me 3.5 small radiant shards. Small radiant shard. So it's gonna be like... yeah, it's gonna be very low profit if I buy out, so better bid. Okay. Okay, this one is gonna give small radiant shard. Yeah, this is very worth it. Well, it's not that bad, actually. Then again, not many good offers either on the auction. Let's buy this one. Let's see, what is this? This is enchants into soul dust and astral essence. I have a stock of it. Yeah, it's like not really worth it for me. These are worth it because I'll get radiant shard. It's pure profit right there. Easily. It's basically buying the shards. You know, let's buy this as well. These green ones, like, I can get some essences which I have enough of already, so I don't do it. But let's show how it works. So you buy what you want, comes in your mailbox. And you have this window, you just scroll the mouse. Shard. It doesn't show the epic. So the epic you have to manually do. You can add epics here, but usually they are ignored. Oh, good. That's like 4 gold right there. Earned some money. We can now go and post it, but then again I have 26 already on the auction because I bought them in bulk for cheap. So it's not going to be immediate profit at all. Let's look for radiant shards. Expensive. Any bids? Oh yes, I can bid here. In 2 hours I can win it. That's good. And this is good. In 2 hours this expires. And this, what, bit? Like another thing here, oh my god, so many of those for cheap. Another gripe I have, I don't know if I will bid free or 315. Let's see. Yeah, I see 315. It lies. It lied to me. Because some of these have bids on them, some do not. So sometimes free means it's a bid of free and nobody has bid on it. So you'll bid free on it. Sometimes it means someone has bid free on it. So you have to bid 10% more or 5%, whatever. So you bid 315. 5% more, yes. So you don't know what you pay, essentially. So this is not really good interface once again, but let's get some. 315 is a good price as well for the large radiant shard. Yeah, that's enough for now. And so you just do this in the background or do something else and money comes your way. Simple. At this point I'm like, what to do with this money? Because what will I need? Even if I continue playing my rogue. Oh, money came. Even if I continue playing my rogue, I'll need 1,000 for a mount. I'll need... what else? I'll need some money for like crawl blade maybe. That's it. Like I wouldn't need much. I already have like enough to afford everything. All the boy epics I need. What else? I don't know. It seems like I don't need it. So it's like just buy boosts for it. And again, will be more fun at high levels. Nostalgia was really strong with me, but now I'm like, okay, now I remember, now I did it all. What else can I do here? I can PvP, but it's kinda... it will kinda get... well, it shouldn't get stale if I learn to play. If I make effort. What? You want to buy Fade Leaf 10 gold a stack? 10 gold a stack means 50 silver per one. Of course. Someone will sell it to you for that. No, sir. I will buy any amount of Fade Leaf for actually, what would that be? 55 by 20. 1 gold and silver a stack. Wait, what? Yeah, 11 gold stack. Easily. It's worth it. It's worth more. Easily. Okay. Got enough of this. Got some thorium shells. He's angry with me. What, mate? It's competition. I need it too. I need a lot of Fade Leaf. Because I need to craft my invisibility potions, which sell very well. So let's post those shells. Oh, another batch of expires now happens. Oh my god, so many expires now. Whatever. Gonna post all this. Undercutting competition. Post it all. Go get some more. Whatever isn't posted, put in the bank. So you have more space here. So you can take more stuff from the auction. I shouldn't have opened this actually.
What's on your mind?
It's gonna take the space now, yes. Whatever. Sales first, then expires. And so yeah, money comes all the time. If you do this like 2-3 times a day, it will expire like 2-3 times a day, so it's going to be more convenient. It's just that last several days I was at my PC all the time, so I could do this all the time, so it expires all the time now. But yeah, basically that's what I wanted to share with you guys, like how everything works, how you earn money easily in WoW. So I hope this stream was useful. If you have any questions, like post them in the comments. I will upload it, of course, to my YouTube. And yeah, right now earning money in WoW is more fun to me than playing it. Oddly enough, never thought it will come to this, but it did. Yes, for now though, I guess thank you very much for watching, and I will see you in the next stream. Bye.